Top 3 moments of my career. My first podium in '98 with Zanardi on it. Second was winning the 2004 IndyCar Championship in Texas, my sponsor's hometown, 7-Eleven at the time. And the third, obviously, winning the Indy 500 in 2013. So the story of this helmet, right? So I started racing, I was 7 years old. Dad and I had to come with a paint. Dad says, if you want to become a real race car driver, you have to have a helmet that is painted. It's going to be your identity. It's going to show your aggressiveness and then all these things. So as a kid, I had no idea what to do. I had decided on the colors. I loved the red and blue at the time, so I picked that. And then he made me draw on a piece of paper what I wanted it. And I couldn't come up with anything apart from, I had a really good friend in school, which is still my best friend until this day. Kai was his name. He was a blonde kid and had his great long hair. And he used to wear it behind his ears. And I definitely didn't have hair like that. I don't even have hair anymore. So I decided that this was going to be the design. The hair going behind the ears. And that's how this painted was created. Over the years, with the 4 kids and the wife, I decided that every kid of ours that was born, while we're in the hospital, you know, they take their handprints and their footprints and then they give it to us. I picked that original. Every print is the day that they were born. We put it on the helmet, we put their names on it, and they're pushing me forward. And then the last but not least, probably you guys won't be able to see it much because it's covered by the air duct, but that is Lauren's kiss with her name on it, basically wishing me luck. So this is the story of my helmet. This is the hair that I never had. Yeah, I mean, the Hito shirt, it was probably one of the most interesting experiences I've ever had in racing, apart from being in racing and, you know, telemetry for the car, because that was a telemetry for the driver. You know, race car drivers, we don't get a lot of info. How do we need to train? What's the heartbeats that we achieve? What's the stress? Every other athlete, they have those data because you're out of the car, you're wearing a heart rate monitor, you have a coach beside you, anything. So for me, having that information, it made me such a better driver. Not, I mean, driving better, but physically. I could actually get that data, take it to the gym, take to my actually trainer and say, look, this is the heart rate that I spend most of the race. This is the muscle that I use the most. My forearms go 80% of the time. My shoulders, my neck, and over that year, we improved so much my physical condition in the car that actually I became a better driver because I was better fit for what I was doing. So really cool experience. Good thing about it is nobody else ever wore that since I did. So I'm the only one that have all that information. All right, well, obviously we announced I'm doing the 500 for the IndyCar fans, but for the Tony Kanaan fans, we're doing 6 XRX races, which is all over America during the summer. So you guys will be able to follow me there and come watch the races too. And I'm doing 10 stock car races down in Brazil, which you guys can follow on my social media. We're always posting stuff. So it's a busy season for me. Actually, I'm doing more races this year than I've done in the past 20 years in IndyCar because our seasons are 17 races, and I'm doing up to 23 races this year. So stay tuned, but maybe after I win the 500, I'll just go to the beach.